And now that it's warmed up a little bit, Jake is going to ride me around on the four-wheeler, and we're going to give you a tour of the property. There's not a whole lot to see. Basically what you see is what you get, but to make it official, we'll just go ahead. And the dogs are probably going to go crazy. I'm also going to show you what Bill's been up to in the shop. Okay, Bill and Jake spent a lot of time moving all the stuff out of this shop so that he could move his stuff into it. This is stuff that belonged to the previous owner, and he has not yet to come pick it up. So if I can figure out how to get over there to the door, I'll show you. Okay, let's see. I've never even been in here. Where's a light? Cool. So he's been building shelves to put things. So he's getting there. All right, are you ready? You are? You ready? Matt, are you ready? You ready, Millie? Oh, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Yes, come on. Matt, are you ready? Uh-huh. He said, let me get it, Jake. He's helping. Good boy. Let's go. What are they doing?
I caught it leaving.
Leaving without you. This is the, oh, Jake. Okay, one thing I haven't shown is the railroad track. It borders the front side of our property. From what we can tell and what we've been told, the track is no longer in use. It hasn't been used for 3 or 4 years, but it sure does look mighty clean for it to not be used. I guess only time will tell. This house also belongs on the property. It belongs to the people who originally owned this farm. And then one of the children built the brick house that we live in. This is the farm over here to the left. They just have planted pines. came to the property, this is the way we came in. And I showed that on the video. There's not much to it. You can pretty well see the property from one end to the other. Alright, so now that that's done, let's go in and get supper ready. And Alyssa and I are going to bake the gingerbread cookies. We never got to it before Christmas, so we're going to do it today. And that way we can have them for our New Year's Eve celebration and have a few for tonight. Y'all, it's so pretty and quiet out here. The only time I've ever heard noise is actually in the evening. I guess when people get off of work and they're going down the road, I don't know. But during the day, it's just as quiet as it can be out here. What we're going to do is come into the kitchen. Alyssa's already washed the potatoes. I'm going to dice those up, and after I fry some bacon. Why is this camera so foggy looking? I think because of the temperature change. Anyway, we're going to fry up some bacon, and then we're going to fry these potatoes in the same pan. So let's get busy. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, while that bacon is going, let's get these potatoes chopped up. I'm going to quarter them and then dice them. I like to do them in small pieces so that it doesn't take so long to cook. It's as simple as that. And for these, I also leave the peel on. If you don't like the peel, you're more than welcome to take that off. Especially with these golden potatoes, the peel, and also cut out any bad spots. These golden potatoes or yellow potatoes, the skin is very thin, so we never, I say never, I can't really remember anything we peeled them for. We usually just leave them on. Okay, I also need to do an onion. I like to let my pan get hot before I put the bacon in, but I didn't this time. I just went ahead and put it in, and now it's wanting to stick. well, you know what? Hold on, we can put some water in. Okay, while I chop up the onion, Alyssa's going to go ahead and get these on the stove. I like to boil these for about 3 minutes because it makes them much quicker and easier to cook. Oops. That's fine. This is also good if you do sweet potatoes, half sweet potatoes, half yellow or russets. So good. All right, pass this off to Alyssa. Oh, let me grab these potatoes. Hold on. The bacon is just a popping back there. Okay. Let's get these onions. Those are ready to go. Okay. Turn your back on bacon for 1 minute and it burns always. 2, this is a new stove that I don't know. I should have known better. Right, I'm going to put a little salt in the potatoes and I'm going to go ahead and cook the onions over in the bacon. Get these pieces of bacon up. Alright. Wish I could angle y'all down where you can see. I'll put y'all right there. Okay, now these onions will release anything that's on the bottom of this pan that got cooked on with the bacon. We're just going to stir those around, soften them up a little bit, because they'll continue cooking when we put the potatoes in here. Look what I just found. Found my tripod. Yay! Y'all can better see what I'm doing. While I'm waiting on the potatoes, I'm going to go ahead and heat the oven to 375. And when that's ready, we can get the cookies going. The potatoes, where are they? Are starting to boil. So I'm going to set the timer for 3 minutes. And the timer has been set for 3 minutes for the potatoes. Then we'll just drain these and pour them into the onions. Okay, let's get this stopped and drain the potatoes. Alright, let's get the potatoes in the pan with the onions. I did add maybe 1 to 2 tablespoons of butter. And I didn't drain these potatoes 100% dry. It's okay. The liquid will cook out in no time. Let's go ahead and season these. I have a little bit of magic seasoning salt. You can use whatever seasoning salt you prefer. And let's put in a little chili powder. Cumin. Whoa. It's one of my favorite spices. I'm not shy with it. Cayenne pepper, go easy with it. Especially if your family is sensitive to spice. Paprika. And I may have to do this 1 or 2 times as I'm cooking. Just whatever you like is fine. And last but not least, a little bit of garlic powder. Give it all a good stir. And we'll just cook these until, well, until you like it. Definitely cook out all the liquid. I like to let them start crisping up. That's all there is to it. Now because I burned the bacon, I'm going to slice up this Spam and we'll cook it in place of the bacon. At least we got the grease from the bacon to cook the potatoes. Life happens. I wasn't going to show this part, but I got to thinking a lot of people don't even know what Spam is. Spam is just a canned meat, and we like to slice it and just fry it up. It can be eaten raw, but that's not our favorite way to eat it. This is good on biscuits, good by itself. Throw it in a salad, throw it in pasta. Now a lot of the liquid is cooking out of my potatoes, so after I do this and wash my hands off, I'm going to put some more spices in them and mix them up really well. That's all there is to it. Spice these up again. I cook these by sight. I spice until it looks right to me. This is the paprika. A little more cumin. A little more chili powder. And then mix. Cast iron is hot. Make sure you have something to grab it with. Yep, these look great. They're sticking on the bottom, so I know they're done. You guys, you don't have to be professional to cook for your family. Cook what your family loves and likes and call it good. So there we go. There are our potatoes. Can y'all see? It's just plain water. And we're just going to scrape off the bottom of the pan. And this is how I clean my cast iron after I cook. Let's dump out all the yucky stuff. Well, it wouldn't be yucky if you were going to make a gravy, but I'm not making gravy. So let's dump this out. I know some of you are going to go crazy because I'm dumping it. But that's just the way it is. I gave the pan a quick little rinse out. I think I'm going to put just a little bit of oil in it before I put the Spam in it. Spread it out a little bit. Okay, we're going to put the Spam in. I didn't cut them in even pieces. It doesn't matter. We're just browning the outside. Like I told you, it's already done. Some like it thin, some like it thick, so just do a little of both. Okay, I'm not going to walk away from the Spam this time. Please pardon the noise back there. Alyssa's washing that dish. You might also be wondering why I would put perfectly good potatoes with a canned meat. Well, all of my good meat is still in a freezer that is 3 hours away. So I'm having to use what I have in the house that is canned, whether I canned it or bought it at a store. Regardless, I'm thankful I have it. And we do have a store here, but I don't want to go buy anything when I already have stuff here at the house, and lots of it. So we're just going to let these keep cooking. Oh, and one thing I didn't tell you is if you don't like your Spam crispy, don't put the oil in the pan. The oil helps it crisp up. I discovered that by accident. So we're just going to let these get finished browning. Like that one's already done. And once they're all finished, supper will be done. Or you could add another vegetable to this. But it's just 3 of us tonight and we're not that hungry, so we're just going to eat it as is. Okay, let's get ready to do gingerbread. Here's our dough. Now, I learned from my sister to not be afraid to use flour, and plenty of it when you're doing these. She did a ton of flour the first time I saw her do it, and I was like, what are you doing? And sure enough, it worked. Now, I don't think we're going to do all of this dough. What you think, Alyssa? A fourth of it? Half of it?
Probably half of it.
All right. Because we have the recipe to begin with. That's a lot of gingerbread. Alrighty. Sprinkle the top with flour. Then just roll it out. It's still a little bit cold, but it's still workable. Now with gingerbread, you want it really thin. You want them about that thin. Whoa, you don't want a towel in it. Now, for these cookies, we're just going to do round cookies, but so that they're not boring, we're going to use the embossing roller. So I'm going to start. Oh, these are so pretty. Whoops. And if you don't have enough flour, it does stick. Okay. Just take a round. I actually have biscuit cutters. There you can see just how thin they are. And just knock the excess flour off. Okay, Alyssa, can you bring the pan over here? And we've lined a pan with parchment paper. We'll take one of these smaller cookie cutters and come into these smaller areas. Oops, brought the cookie with me. All right, let's put these in the oven for 8 minutes. Okay, so Alyssa just made an executive decision to go ahead and finish up the dough. So we're just going to take it, knock off the excess flour. Squish it back up into a ball. And we'll roll it back out. Okay, so we have all the dough. We're just going to squish it back together into a ball. Spread the flour back out. And roll again. And you don't have to spread these far apart because these cookies, of course I made them, not my sister, but they shouldn't spread. Let's pop these in the oven 8 minutes at 375 degrees. Oops, I need a pot holder. They smell so good. Let's move these to a cooling rack. Here we go, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me. As you can see, it wasn't pretty, it wasn't perfect, but it was ours. I hope you enjoyed spending part of my day with me. I enjoyed you being here for a few minutes. So until we meet again, may you be blessed. Love you guys.
But the camera zoomed out.
Hold on, let's fix this problem. Here we go, my friends. Thank you for joining me.
Look how far it is. Like, go ahead.
Thank you, my friends. So as you can see, it's not fancy, it's not necessarily pretty. I messed up a lot, but it's okay. It's ours. Alyssa is laughing.